Jai Hind everyone. Myself Rekha Baghel, Assistant Professor, Akgec Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Welcome to the lecture series on cloud computing. Subject code is KCS 713. Uh, uh, Topic of today's lecture is basic service models. So, in this lecture, we will discuss about the basic service models like software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. So, we will discuss in detail about these models. So, basically cloud computing is used to provide the facility to the users to without purchasing the resources, they can use the various resources like computing, network and application as on demand basis. Whenever they want to use particular service, they just rent, just take the service on rent without purchasing. So, the users can use these devices, or the users can use these type of resources on demand basis. So, cloud computing is a model that enables the end users to access the shared pool of resources such as compute, network, storage, database and applications as on demand service without the need to buy or own it. These services which the users use are managed and provided by the service providers. So, it is the responsibility of the service provider to manage these services and control these services. So, this whole scenario reduces the efforts of the end users. End user without any complications can use these services. The basic essential characteristics of the cloud include on-demand self-service, broad network access, resource pooling, rapid elasticity and measured service. So, whenever a users want to use that service, they can take it from the service provider, and whenever the user have fulfilled its needs, then it can stop the services. So, it is based on the measured services. Measured services are used to calculate the amount how much user has used the services, and accordingly payment is done. So, basic service providers can categorize into the three main categories. First category is software as a service. So, this is the SaaS. So, in short form, we tell these three types of categories is SaaS, PaaS and IaaS. So, this SaaS refer to the software as a service, software as a service, and this PaaS refer to the platform as a service. And last one, IaaS, it refers to the infrastructure as a service. So, these type of services target the different types of audiences. If we talk about the SaaS, software as a service, the target audience is end users. And if we talk about the platform as a service, the target users are developers. And for the IaaS, infrastructure as a service, the target users are IT architects. So, the users of these service models are different, and these users depends on the facilities provided by these models. First category is SaaS, software as a service. So, basically this software as a service is the facility provided by the service providers to the users to access some application over the internet. So, users of this category can access the particular application using the internet, and the use this app service is managed and provided by the service providers. The users of this category means the users of software as a service no need to worry about how to manage these services, how to control the services. Uh, this whole responsibility is of the service providers. So, end users are exempted from managing or controlling the application, the development platform and the underlying infrastructure. So, all these things are managed by the service provider. So, generally software as a service are hosted in service provider managed or service provider hosted cloud infrastructure. So, the users access the services that are provided by the uh, hosted cloud infrastructure or provider managed. So, the end users that are using the software as a service can access the services from any thin client or web browsers. They can access the services on their laptops, on their desktops or on mobile applications using the some web browsers. So, the examples of software as a service software as a service that are those are provided by the service providers are salesforce.com, Google Apps and Microsoft Office 365. These are the few examples of software as a service. So, this is the table that provides the summary of popular softwares as a service providers. So, these are the in this side these are the providers and these are the services provided by the particular service providers. So, salesforce.com, Google Apps, Microsoft Office 356, NetSuite, Concur, GoToMeeting, Constant Contact, Workday, Oracle, Intact. These are the few service providers which provides the software as a service. While services provided by these are like on-demand CRM solutions, Google applications provides the services like Gmail, Google Calendar, Talk, Docs and Sites. And Microsoft Office 356 provide the online office suite software plus services, and ERP, accounting, order management, inventory, CRM, professional services, automation and e-commerce applications are provided by this NetSuite. So, Concur provides the integrated travel and expense management solutions. GoToMeeting provides the online meeting, desktop sharing and video conferencing software. Constant Contact this Workday provides the human capital management, payroll and financial management. Oracle CRM provides the CRM applications. Intact provides the financial management and accounting software solutions. Platform as a service. Platform as a service is the is a basic platform as a service is a basic model that is used by the various developers to develop and deploy the applications on the development platform provided by the service providers. Whenever a developer need to develop any application, they can use this platform as a service. So, rather than purchasing the whole the resources for developing a software, they can use the services provided by the particular service provider. So, the managing the development platform and underlying infrastructure, this is the responsibility of the service providers rather than developers. So, developers are stress free for managing the development platforms. So, they can focus on the development of the applications. So, developers are responsible for managing the deployed application and configuring the development environment. The developers only need to take the responsibility of the management of the deployed application and the configure the development environment. So, generally a platform as a service are provided by the service provider on an on premises or dedicated or hosted cloud infrastructure. The developers can access the development platform over the internet through the web CLI and web user interface and integrated development environment. So, some of the popular some platform as a service providers are like Google App Engine, Force.com, Red Hat, OpenShift, Heroku and Engineer. These are the few popular services provided for platform as a service. So, this is the table which summarizes the popular platform as a service providers. So, these are the providers like this table basically categorize the various platform as a service provider based on the license type, deployment type, supported languages, supported frameworks, supported databases and client tools. Based on these categories, they classified the popular platform as a service providers. So, first category, so based on the license, they are the different types of like license like open source and proprietary. On the basis of these classification, they classified the different platform as a service providers like Cloud Foundry. Cloud Foundry is open source and a proprietary type of license, while deployment model based on the deployment model they classified. So, in this window, all the platform as a service providers having the public type deployment model and supported languages. Cloud Foundry supports the Python, PHP, Java, Groovy, Scala and Udemy, and similarly Google App Engine supports the Python, Java, similar type of languages, while Microsoft Windows Azure supports the .NET, PHP, Python, Ruby and Java. So, these are the languages supported by the different platform as a service. Supported frameworks, this Cloud Foundry supports the Spring, Grails, Play, Node.js, and while Google App Engine supports the Django, CherryPy, Pyramid, Flask, Web2Py and Web Apps. And this Heroku supports the Rails, Play, Django and Node.js. Django, Rails, Drupal, Joomla, WordPress are supported by the Microsoft Windows Azure. So, these are the different category of the platform as a service providers. Next category of basic models are the infrastructure as a service. So, basically infrastructure as a service is the broad category. The clients of or the users of this category are the IT architects. So, whenever they need to design an infrastructure, they can use this infrastructure as a service. So, this ability given to the infrastructure architect to deploy or run any software on the computing resources provided by the service provider. So, here so basically the underlying infrastructure like compute, network, storage are managed by the service providers. So, infrastructure architects, though it is not the responsibility of the infrastructure architects to maintain the data center or underlying infrastructure. So, end users are responsible. Now in previous basic models, the end users are free from managing and controlling the infrastructure, but now in infrastructure as a service, it is the responsibility of the end users to manage and control the infrastructure. So, end users are responsible for managing the application that are running on top of the service provider cloud infrastructure. Generally, infrastructure as a service are provided from the service provider cloud data center, and the end users can access the services from their devices through web command line interface and application programming interface like APIs provided by the service providers. Some of the popular infrastructure as a service providers are like Amazon Web Services, Google Compute Engine, OpenStack and Eucalyptus. So, these are the few categories. So, this is the table which again uh, provides the summary of the various types of infrastructure as a service providers. So, this table categorizes classified the infrastructure as a service providers based on the license type they have used, deployment model they have used, host OS, guest OS and supported hypervisor they have used. Based on these based on these topics, they classified the different infrastructure as a service providers. So, popular service providers are like Amazon Web Services, Google Compute Engine, Microsoft Windows, Azure, Eucalyptus, Apache Cloud Stack, OpenNabula, OpenStack. So, the different types of license used by these infrastructure as a service providers are like proprietary, GPL LV3, Apache 2, and deployment model they have used are public, and most of the service providers are used public type deployment model, while this Eucalyptus use the private and hybrid type. This is Apache private, public and hybrid, public, private, and host OS is not available. So, this deployment model I will discuss in next slide. So, this host OS is not available in Amazon Web Services, Google Compute Engine, Microsoft Windows as well. But Eucalyptus, Apache Cloud Stack, OpenNabula and these host OSs are available. So, these are the few categories of the infrastructure as a service. So, these public, private and public, private, hybrid, that different types of deployment models we have seen in previous slides. So, basically the responsibility based on the services subscribed, the responsibility of the target audience may vary. In infrastructure as a service, the end user are responsible for maintaining the deployment platform and application running on top of the underlying infrastructure. The IS infrastructure as a service providers are responsible for maintaining the underlying hardware, while in platform as a service, the users are responsible for managing the applications and they have developed. The underlying infrastructure will be maintained by the infrastructure provider. In software as a service, the end user is free from managing and controlling the infrastructure, development platform and application they are using. All the maintenance will be carried out by the software as a service providers. So, next is cloud deployment models. In previous slides, we have seen public, private, cloud and hybrid type of deployment models. So, these are the different categories of different service models of cloud computing can be deployed and delivered through any one of these cloud deployment models. So, basically NIST, National Infrastructure, NIST defines 4 different types of cloud deployment models, namely like public, public cloud, private cloud, community cloud and hybrid cloud. So, this public cloud is provided for the general public, and private cloud is used by an organization for its multiple business units. And if we talk about the cloud, the community cloud is for some group of organization with the same goal, and the hybrid cloud is any combination of public, private and community cloud. So, based on the requirement, we use these type of cloud deployment models. So, this is the table which provides the responsibilities of various cloud service providers based on the user and service providers. So, this is the first, this represents the IaaS, infrastructure as a service. This is the platform as a service, and this is the software as a service. Okay. So, these are the services, means responsibilities, these are the responsibilities of the users and service providers. First, we mention the different types of responsibilities, and responsibilities we can categorize as the servers, virtualization, compute, storage, network, operating system, middleware, deployment, testing platform, data and applications. These are the different categories. And if we talk about the software as a service, then in software as a service, the end user is not responsible for any type of this responsibility. The end user is not taking any responsibility. So, it is free from these responsibilities. Or this service provider is responsible for managing and controlling this type of service provider. Okay, this type of responsibilities. But if we talk about platform as a service, in platform as a service, the service provider is responsible for managing and controlling the application and the data of the end user. So, these two responsibilities are handled by the platform as a service. All remaining remaining responsibilities are not handled by the service provider. So, it is handled by the infrastructure provider. If we talk about the infrastructure as a service, so in infrastructure as a service, the infrastructure providers handles the responsibility of application, data, deployment and testing platform, middleware, operating system and networks. So, these are the responsibilities which are handled by the infrastructure as a service. So, it is in software as a service, it is the simplest type of service, and then again we move to the platform as a service. It has the more mechanism than software as a service, while in infrastructure as a service it is the large capabilities than other types of services. So, we can see that it in this is the SaaS, this is the reason that software as a service can use, and after this, that is a platform as a service. If we have a platform as a service, under this we can access the software as a service, and out of this IaaS, this is the infrastructure as a service. So, infrastructure as a service is the broad category. So, this is the user and service provider responsibilities of cloud service models. So, I think all these points are clear to you. Thank you.